trying CBD. CBD is a natural compound found in the hemp plant that has been shown to have a variety of health benefits. CBD can help relax your mind and body, reduce inflammation, and improve sleep. It is also non-addictive and has no known side effects. If you're interested in trying CBD, check out our website at www.hypnotize.me.com. And remember, if you're not hypnotized, then you're not doing it right. That's hypnotize.me.com, www.hypnotize.me.com for our high-quality CBD products and drinks. Hypnotize Me, a sponsor of the BossFest Podcast.
It seems like everybody want to be a boss these days. Everybody want to be a boss till it's time to pay out, you feel me? Till it's time to pay that boss cost. They ain't trying to have them tough conversations. They ain't trying to put in them extra hours, catching that windfall money, dealing with folks not being consistent. Don't get me started on the lack of sleep, but you know what they say.
Boss Life, BossFest, BossFest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. BossFest, the BossFest Podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe. Tune in, catch the topic, get the tea. Ain't no shallow waters over here, we get deep. You sensitive, easy to offend, you need to flee. But them tough conversations gonna be happening. BossFest Podcast, they hold it down. Wednesday, 7 Eastern, man, it's going down. Tell a friend to tell a friend and y'all gather round. Get active in the comments, don't get lost in the crowd.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man DJ Bush. I had to show love to Kevin and Edwina, BossFest Butlers. Y'all know what time it is. The BossFest Podcast. But you already know what we live in.
Boss Life, BossFest, the BossFest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to another edition of the BossFest Podcast. As y'all can see, we are in a different location today. We're sitting here in Blaze Barbershop in the lovely, beautiful Winter Haven, located at
1136 Havendale Boulevard, Northwest.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, when
I'm Edwina. I don't know. Kevin just freestyling, so okay. I'm Edwina.
how y'all doing today? So,
This is Kevin.
see, she already cutting up. Especially in front of the company. She know about it. But we are excited to have you guys tuning in with us again on another podcast show. We got a great topic today. But before we get to that topic, we're going to allow these people beside us to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about their business.
My name is Demetrius Macon. I'm the owner of Blaze Barbershop and Salon. Here we have salon suites. We have 7 of those, 2 available for rent. Also the owner of Macon Transportation. So if you need airport transportation, reach out in that respect as well. And if you need to rent out a vehicle through Turo, I have a few passenger vans available through Turo as well. And this is one of my great suite owners here, Miss Sylvia. I'll let her introduce herself.
Yes, hey y'all. My name is Sylvia, and like you said, I do have a spot here, a lovely spot here at Blaze, and I specialize in mainly haircuts and hair color and hair extensions. So you can find me here. I help corporate women and stay-at-home moms just look their best. I do fashionable men haircuts as well, and like I said, hair extensions. So my brand and the people that I'm looking for are the ones who is living life and going to events.
Tell them the name of your brand as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me for that. So my brand is Mindful Beauty, and what we do here is we just have our content that is related to mindfulness and just having fun and enjoying life, and that's for our magazine, our books, and our YouTube channel. You will see if you come get your hair done here. Cool.
Tell them about the YouTube channel.
It's not my YouTube channel. I just have a library, like a playlist, and that's what I play while I do their hair. And it's a playlist that has helped me in my life.
Okay.
We gotta get BossFest on the playlist. We gotta work on that.
We gotta work on that. So, as you guys know, every week, me and Edwina, we try to dive into different topics, different things that's impacting us either through business, through life, and things of that nature. And this topic here is definitely going to be a good one for you. It's today's male, yesterday's female.
Yesterday's. So
it's today's male, yesterday's female.
Because yesterday's female is different from today's female.
Mm-hmm.
So it's today's male, yesterday's female. Okay, let's get it.
Listen, I already feel like this.
Right, I was like, this is about to get good.
I already feel like it's going to
I
be
just
trouble.
want to chime in and just be like, yes. Like, can I just say yes?
Wait a minute. You don't warm the people up. We just yesing?
I just wanted to say yes so bad. It was in my spirit for so long. I'll say that people are shouting out. So DJ said, Big Meech, he's shouting out. What's up, y'all? We appreciate the family joining in, this, that, and the other podcast. And so we trying to make sure we got the topic right. So let's do it again. So that's one of the comments. It's today's male, yesterday's female. And I just want to clarify that part because I feel like today's female is a stronger female than she was yesterday. She's a smarter female, and she just may not need a man as much as yesterday's female did. I just wanted to, throw my piece into the topic.
Yeah,
and then I wanted to be like,
very aggressively.
I'm not aggressive.
I need you to unaggressive it.
I feel it in my soul, so that's why I wanted to be like, yes.
Nope.
But okay, so y'all tell me what y'all
Your soul is contaminated.
I have a question.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so if we're yesterday's female, what was yesterday's female to define us right now?
Ooh.
You said ooh. I thought your hand was going
Okay,
up.
I have a question because I'm curious. Really, do a man still want us to need them? So say you guys are married, right? So if she says, I don't need a man, I don't have to have a husband. How does that make you feel? If I'm just saying, or anyone who's out there married, if you're a wife, or it's not a man or woman thing, it's a human thing. If your husband said, I don't need a wife, like I'm really good, but I don't need a wife, how would that make you guys feel? And that is where we're at today because they're wearing the purses. I understand that.
They are wearing purses now.
Satchels.
No, those men wearing bags.
All right.
Y'all just got to drink.
Yeah, it's so much to dive into.
It's a lot to unpack.
This gonna be bad.
So I'm gonna bring it back. So if we talk about today's male, then I would say I feel like that it's okay in today's male to exhibit a little bit more feminine energy than it may have been okay before. I think a lot of times men were brought up that you gotta hide your feelings. You can't show a lot of emotion. It's not okay to cry. It definitely would never be okay to like carry a purse or like have your fingernails painted. And I mean, men that are heterosexual do that now. So I feel like today's men
They do what?
like have their fingernails painted and carry bags.
Okay. I think, but actually, men having bags have went on for an extended time. It's just
It's a different type of bag.
You're not helping us. Come on, boss.
I did a little research.
He said,
Okay.
I did a little
Okay.
research.
Come with research.
Because in like the early 1800s,
Men, we really researched.
Yeah.
Okay.
Men didn't have pockets. They wore garments.
Mhm.
They had spices and they had pouches for spices. Even if you look into World War I, not World War II and World War III, the military had man bags. Basically, they called it bread baskets, where they would put all this like a utility thing that all connected to their
So I
belt.
feel like that's all different. Like if you wear a bag and it's like strapped maybe on your chest like this. Or
Yeah.
But
I
if you
agree.
carry the bag like this.
I do.
I think that's.
I agree with that. I can agree with that statement.
But you got your eyes closed.
I can agree with
Because
that
I
statement.
see like men have a lot of stuff And even my husband carries a bag, but it'll be like strapped like a crossbody or something.
Okay, I do the same.
Yes, that's what, like a lot of men are doing that. I think you even maybe carry your firearm or something in that too.
When I know I'm going to be out in an extended period of time outside, right.
But what I really want to hone in is when the bag be like carried right here or right here. That's a different type of energy.
I can see your point. I can see your point.
So
I don't like this topic. Read the comments.
you came up with the topic.
Read
I can see your point.
So it says men need women and vice versa. Why Kevin eyes got big?
Yeah. So all right. So I gotta save us. So I'm gonna piss a lot of women off, but we as men gotta take ownership of this.
Mm-hmm.
So especially in the black community, you love my black facts from where you call it from fake
I
facts.
hope you really did fact, like you really.
It is factual. So how many percentage of kids are raised in a single female household? Single leg
Is
household?
this a question that we're supposed to answer?
I'm gonna answer the question.
Okay.
But in the black community, it's about 70 to 75% of males or kids being raised in single ran households, head of households. That dynamic is now shifting. So these kids, men and little boys and little girls, and what you start seeing boys becoming more feminine and more sensitive to certain things, and girls being more harsher and aggressive. And a lot
Are you
of
blaming
times,
this on the single mother?
I'm blaming this on us as a community, as that, hey, some things little boys need to be exposed to estrogen, and sometimes in these single ran households, like I said, I'm gonna start a fight. If you're putting out that feminine energy and it's like, ooh, that's cute, and it ain't a male, and I say, put that down, don't do that. Like you
feel like you're trying to blame it all.
I'm not trying to blame all on nothing. What I am saying is that, hey, there's a dynamic. So certain things that wouldn't be acceptable with a male sitting in that household may be more acceptable with a female.
I don't think it's a matter of that. I think it's just more of we're going to always need a balance. So if you have a woman that's more masculine, she probably is going to get a man that's more feminine. If you have a male that's more feminine, you're probably going to get a woman that's more masculine, just for a balanced dynamic. So
how do you feel about him blaming the whole situation on women?
I don't think he's blaming. He's just pointing out.
No, he's saying that we make y'all feminine, we make y'all carry.
Yeah, that's what he said.
No.
That's exactly what I said. I'm taking ownership. Oh, okay. I'm saying what I said. No, because listen, let's be for real. Women are like, it's a dynamic. So daughters are, when you look at a father and his daughter, you're like that's daddy's girl, that dynamic. And sons, like sons know to go to their mothers, daughters know to go to their fathers, right?
I don't know if that's right or not.
That is like if you're in that type of dynamic in that household where there's two parents in the household and you got both sexes and kids in the household, it's your daughter my daughter knows she can come to me and say, Daddy, Daddy might be more softer on some things than what mommy would be. Mommy's going to be a lot more harsher towards our daughter because she's preparing her for men.
You know what? It was that simple when we didn't have the internet and stuff. Right now, there's an agenda being pushed. So let's just start there. So we already know the guys are going to be twitching because they want it. The ones that got the money, that's what they want to see. So there's that agenda. So the dynamic is just so complex too. I know what you're saying because that's how it was back in the day. But now it's so many elements that's causing this what we have now. I don't want to judge it because I don't think we should judge it, but we should say, is this what we want as a whole? If it's not what we want, then it's definitely time for a solution.
So do you think that today's male is yesterday's female?
I think it just depends. I know some masculine men, but that's what I gravitate to, so I don't know. So I just think it depends. But if they're not masculine and they're a man, we should still love them anyway. And maybe, find some way of showing them what that looks like. I don't know. I just don't. Most men, they like being a man because right now we're still in a world where the men run things. So most men want to be a man that's not gay or.
So I don't think it has anything to do with like the manly man.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he can be a manly man, but still be like yesterday's female. Like, I just think I start to see more emotions come from men, whether they're like very masculine or not. and more like outspoken into like, I'll call it female matters. Like, you know, before like a man wouldn't speak, but now it's okay for a man to be like, oh, what's the tea? And even if he's a manly man, he still want the tea.
I ain't never heard no man say, what's the tea?
Yeah, y'all be wanting to know the business.
Okay.
You might not say what's the tea, but let's say something going on and women talking about something. I've seen men slide in and be like, what they
talking about the feminine way.
Yes. Still very manly, but they just, you know, more.
Why?
I mean, I
Why
have a theory. I have a theory on that.
Why is that? It's going back to my theory, but go ahead. What's your theory?
I mean, we're talking about like, you know, men who are like men but have like feminine ways. They probably been hit 1 or 2 times. You know, it seems like once that didn't happen, you know, sometimes the risk kind of do that. But they men,
they got like spankings. Is that what you mean by hit?
No.
That's not what
That's
you mean
what
by
you mean
hit.
by hit.
Oh Lord.
I mean, it
Yeah,
just,
we
I don't
don't
know.
want to go past that.
Yeah.
No diddy. No diddy. Yeah,
Have you ever been swallowed?
no diddy.
Yeah. That's all. But if you have feminine ways, you probably still like women.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments.
Read some comments.
Okay, so this comment says, I'll take Kevin's side in that he said, we need to do better as a community. If there's a parent missing in the household or in their life, we need the village to raise a child like back in the day.
Yeah.
Next comment says, the agenda is being pushed for sure, but at home is important.
Absolutely. There you go. Yeah.
And I would like to say this, coming from a 2-parent household, and actually on a day-to-day, I spent a lot of time with my mom because she was the controller of the household. My dad worked, things of that nature. But on the weekends, when it's time to cut the grass, we was in Chicago, so we had to shovel snow, rake leaves. He'd have me in the garage helping him when he putting brakes on. So that was his time to reinforce men behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to, even though you may spend a lot of time with your mother because she's taking you to school, cooking meals, things of that nature, you still need that male presence to make you understand how you should be behaving as a man. And when that's not in the household, you're gonna see it.
I think the internet has more to do with it than don't y'all just trying to blame the woman for everything.
No, blame the
Because
woman.
a parent that's working, we definitely have that responsibility at home. And I would say mainly what I had to learn, and I felt like I learned it a little too late because I love my kids to death, but I have dropped the ball in some areas at some point in time. But it's that really just communicating, like that constant communication is just like so important because we with them physically for a certain amount of time, but they on the internet for a whole nother certain amount of time.
Right.
They're in school for a whole nother certain amount of time. So yes, it starts in the home, but we do have a lot of things fighting against that. It's not an easy feat by no means.
I feel like the internet opened up this whole.
You said your mom was
thing
at
that
home, so that's different. Now if that is
No, she still worked, but she came on because she would call me. I'm on my way home. Hey, take that meatloaf. The ground beef out. I'm gonna make meatloaf when I get home, and all that type of stuff. And then if I was laying down on the couch and my mom was coming out with groceries, my dad like, "What you doing? Get up! You help your mom."
See,
the dad was there.
think about
Yeah.
Think about that energy right there.
Yeah.
There was a male present in the house that said, "Hey, you see that woman doing something? Get your butt up and assist her help. Open the door. Do this. What are you doing? Put that down. Don't wear that. Like, why you walking around your mama heel? Like you see your little son trying to put on your mama.
I knew you were trying to get to that the whole time. I knew you were going to say that the whole time.
And now we see, I ain't trying to blame women. These women are doing a great job because we as men.
But let's blame them.
No, we as men didn't do our parts. We dropped the ball. We allowed an agenda to take place, and we fed into it just like our black women fed into it. And our kids are the ones that suffered for it.
But it's not just the black household that has.
But we are impacted at the greatest level, especially in the U.S.
We at the level we care about because it's our
It's
our community.
It's 75%.
I don't think it's just us. Right, you're saying 75% of single family homes, but we're talking about is today's male, yesterday's female. I don't think that's a black issue. I think that's today's youth issue.
I think you see more of that energy perpetrated in our communities more than you see it in others.
I'm in our community, so of course I see what I'm next to.
Yeah, I know the celebrities that's wearing them. I wonder if they grew up in a 2-parent household.
Did you research that?
What? All these celebrities that's wearing fingernail polish and purses and
Yeah.
stuff? No. They just doing something, and it's like you
And
know
the
that's
kids
not,
see that, and then they want to do what they see.
right. But these the same dudes out here talking about I'm getting high, I'm doing this, I kill everybody on the block, but I wearing a purse and fingernail polish. Like, come on, make it make sense. So there is an agenda.
Right, and what you just said, they're out here saying, "Oh, I kill everybody, I shoot everybody." Don't we have more school shootings now than we had before? Like, we have more issues in general, and I think it's because of the internet or what they see, so they're imitating that, not because of the single black woman at home.
Listen, I'm just telling you.
I know you guys are saying that men are less masculine. Can we look at it that we're becoming more intelligent?
Does intelligence make you less masculine?
Maybe we're taking a little bit better care of ourselves.
Okay, I would agree on the care part.
Yeah, the life expectancy of men is starting to increase as we do a better job of taking care of ourselves, being more educated about health screens, going to check out prostate, things of that nature. So we're just taking a more intelligent approach.
So as you take better care of yourself, you also start exhibiting more of your feelings too.
Of your feminine energy.
Yes.
I see y'all keep going back to that.
I'm trying not to let you go there, bro. Come on, no.
So I definitely love the whole
Let me back early this.
taking better care of yourself. Because like men now get pedicures and that's okay. And there's definitely like they manscape and that's okay. Like, so some of the things are good, but I'm just saying along with that, did extra feelings come in?
I'd have been in a lot of relationships in my younger years where you don't talk enough. Now that we're talking, then you guys don't want us talking. So which is it?
They don't want us talking, and we need to be quiet, sir.
Okay.
We don't talk no more. Listen, don't get these women. They talk about, man, tell me your feelings. In the moment you tell them your feelings, oh, soft ass. Listen,
Oh,
I get weaponized.
I think I've done that.
Well, as soon as they upset with you, boy, they'll hit you with it. Don't tell them your
But
feelings.
don't take it personal. That's where you're going wrong.
Good one. Don't take it personal.
Don't take you shooting at us personally. Yeah.
And the bullet, you still here. We lived another day. Just
Right.
don't look.
Not my feelings.
You don't say, "Oh, I'm not gonna share my feelings no more." Like, what? Come on now.
Absolutely, we're going to say we're not going to share feelings.
I think you have to learn how to preface your feelings, and
Yeah.
I definitely think women can be taken off guard when men share so many feelings. Like,
We can't have as many feelings as women.
no, we don't want. I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I do not want you to have as many feelings as I have.
What's the safe number of feelings?
I mean, like 50% of the feelings that I have. Like, I feel something about everything.
Don't nobody know how much feelings women got. Y'all got a feeling about everything.
Exactly. Do not match my energy. Do not have a
I
feeling
say
about
80-20 for me.
Oh wow.
Good one. 80-20. Yeah.
So, but
Don't feel about everything.
So you guys are the only ones that are allowed to feel.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
Yes.
Let me read the comment.
Hold it in. Nice man.
Okay, so this comment says internet and outside influences are heavy. Some parents don't monitor their child, and some parents don't have regular conversations with their children. Some students have told me their parents don't really interact with them. That's rough. Okay, so next comment says definitely back then never expressed our feelings, and that was a problem. Now that we've gotten older and want to become better, we start being more open, and it becomes a problem. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. I just want to be clear in that last comment. We've now agreed on 80-20. That's a safe place for you.
But we don't know how to define the 80 to the 20. If y'all can be emotional about everything at any given moment, we got to make sure we pick the right moment to show our feelings and emotions. Then hope that it's not used as a weapon against us when you upset again and you're 80%.
So I feel like you're talking about me, and I just want to.
I'm talking about women in general. Listen, this is not a you issue. This is a woman's issue that men in barbershops have talked about for years. Like, man, keep that jump to your chest.
Right.
Don't say that.
But I'm just going to say to the Facebook community, I am a Gemini, and regardless,
That means
it does. Let me finish. If I feel like I need to weaponize something that you said, I will use it. It does not just apply to you. Anybody can get it. So,
As a fellow Gemini, we do have layers. So
if I feel like I need to go to war and I have to pull in my arsenal, anybody can get to business once I've gotten to that level. And I'm just telling him, don't make it be that. Like, you know, I just wanted to preface that does happen.
We're just gonna die.
See, you're not disagreeing with me though.
But this is the thing about 80-20, and this is the thing about percentage. They're fair. So if you got $1 million, 20% of $1 million is a lot. So if we had $1 million, he gonna give us a lot too. Shoot. But
Send me my new friend.
if we had 25, you know, he's sweet then, right? You know, we gotta keep it.
So
Yeah.
if we're
Shout out
on
to
it,
the Geminis.
so if we're only allowed to share 20% with our mate, so are you guys forcing us to gossip with other men because we can't talk to you?
We can't stop you from gossip. That's another thing that men gossip. Y'all gossip more than we do.
I wouldn't call
If
it
we can only
gossip.
share 20% with you, what are we gonna do with the other?
I don't think we can stop.
We don't
gossip.
gossip with other men. What
We
we do?
discuss.
We discuss
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all discuss way more than women discuss.
That is a lie.
No,
What
I
else?
don't think
What else?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I have snuck in the group chat, and women, I just want to be clear, they be talking about everything in the group chat. Protect yourself.
We talk about sports.
I was getting ready to say,
In between the women,
Nah, we talking about sports. How much LeBron had last night?
probably some weird
Who you
things,
think
like,
gonna make it to the
Comic-Con.
finals? All those.
how that girl looked that you came with yesterday.
If,
Why
some,
her hair like that?
if someone showed up with a girl that looked like that, but
And her wig back here, y'all say that too.
that's not the circle I'm running with.
Mhm.
My circle all married men.
Well, we don't talk like that in my circle as well.
Y'all just the two circles.
No.
I know nobody say that again.
A large portion of my friends are married. We don't talk about those things.
I think men talking among themselves is perfect.
Can a man into the chat that's gonna be for real about what
We
happened?
talk about
yesterday?
investment our money, setting up retirement funds. We share that.
Now y'all group chat just business.
Business, yeah.
The
It's
lies.
always
the
been
lies.
business.
Yeah, where the new cigar spot, stuff like that. That's what we talk about.
So this comment says, well, if y'all only get 20%, then women can only get 20% of the masculine energy. That's what we need to be. And it says, Kevin, don't let her get in the group chat.
She got the passcode. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Ooh, that's so. Why are women so masculine now? Why y'all have to be so masculine?
Because y'all busy being feminine. What we supposed to do?
They ain't got nothing to do with us. Y'all masculine ain't have nothing to do with us.
No, I think it has everything to do with y'all.
Explain.
Yes.
So now it's become, so I'll say from what I've seen, women now have to be bosses in the workplace. We have to take on, bossing at home.
Y'all asked for that. Y'all asked for bossing in the workplace. Y'all want to start for this feminine stuff and the movement, and you want to be the boss and stuff. And all right, now you the boss. Now you mad because you the boss. So you got to be mean. All right, you fought for it.
But I'm just saying, so it brings a certain energy behind it. But in the house, if the man doesn't want to take the leadership role in the house, he's busy exhibiting his feelings. What are we supposed to do?
Wow.
These 70% of these men were raised by women, and a lot of these
Well, of
women.
course she had to be masculine.
A lot of these women were telling this little boy who didn't pay no bills and run the house that he's king and bought him everything. So now as he done
I
grown
don't
up,
agree with the king. So
and now he done grown up, and he think women should just give him stuff.
is that really what they think?
Is
I don't
that
know.
when y'all talk about these certain dudes, like when you talk about men that were raised in the household with men or who've been in an environment where men were constantly had their hands on them and grooming them, that ain't the reality. It's only
we still talking about being swallowed. Like I
God,
y'all
let's stop with that Diddy stuff.
I mean, it's a good way to preface so everyone understands what you're saying.
Golly. So like coaches and mentors and stuff like that.
Oh no.
You know what? God, see, that's the things that
No, I just wanted to be clear. That's why I asked.
So even though it may not necessarily be a male in the house, that woman let her child know that, hey, that is a man there talking to you. Respect that man. And she showed respect to that man even out in public. A lot of days now what you see, especially, you see it real big in youth sports and stuff. These women think they can go boss up and get up in the man face and yeah. And the man like, man, I know if I hit you, I'm gonna hurt you, so I can't hit you. So I gotta let you just run off all this energy and make it seem like you big bad bully. And kids are absorbing that. But as I can't. Some little.
But men will fight a woman now. So you saying that?
No.
Men fight. Yeah, right. A man will put his hands on a woman. So when she in his face,
a male, not a man.
Okay, well when she in his face going yeah, some males will hit,
but not men.
Okay,
not men.
Fair enough.
And I have had friends that was in coaching, stopped coaching because the mothers are on the field getting on to their sons and them making them men out of them. They don't want that. They don't want that stress on them. So now they become men that can't handle stress. That's where you get the emotions from.
Yeah, my first point of view seem to be checking more boxes now.
That is the single mom.
Hey man, I'm checking them boxes with her.
Well, I mean, I'm not attacking single mom, but
bro, put that track in.
He is literally attacking like a whole community.
Don't backtrack on this. It's okay to say.
He didn't say he wanted to co-sign with you, to be clear.
Listen, they've been telling us stuff. It's our fault for years. Let them have us. If it's their fault, let it be their fault. Because they'll definitely tell us what's on my fault. Well, that's your fault.
We're literally saying this situation is your fault.
I'm telling you that, hey.
I mean, but if a woman is a single mom, is it just her fault or is it the dad's fault?
It's the dad's fault.
Yeah, he should be present. He should be present. He should be present.
Because they don't have to be together for a man to be present in his child's life. He can have that male energy there.
How much energy is the woman creating on that male? So that way it makes it difficult to be in a child's life.
I mean, you get very deep into some stuff that you can't really speak to.
It's always it's a research study out there. There's some facts out there.
So the women, so you're telling me the research says women keep men from their children?
I'm saying that depending upon how that situation is, yes, if that woman feels slighted. We just said if a woman is slighted, she will use whatever she can against you. So she won't use the child against you.
No, I said I wanted to preface that I am going to use what I need to. That's why I made sure to say that.
So you just isolated. You're the only one that do that as a female.
No, I just wanted you to not put that on all females because you were saying something.
I'm only putting it on 70%, not all.
And we definitely got to acknowledge there have been some single moms who have raised some very, very successful black men.
Yes,
and I'm not denying that.
And so I'm just saying those count.
Yeah, they do count.
But that's the minority.
But
what's the majority?
But you never know the full scope of the story. Because their grandfather could have been a part of their lives, uncles.
So are we saying that if there's a single parent house, there's a single mom raising a black boy in the house with no other male energy, that he is going to turn out to be too female?
What do you expect?
Or too feminine acting? Is that what we're saying? Like that's just.
We're not saying it's guaranteed, but the likelihood may be a little bit higher.
Percentages are higher. That's all we say.
The likelihood.
And then the fault of that falls on the single mother.
No, it's no fault. It's just the circumstances.
Yeah, circumstances.
Oh, now you're not taking no fault. I just want to
circumstances.
It's the circumstances of the situation.
I just want to make sure I understood.
He probably gonna be talking like her slang. He gonna use her slang, his mama's slang.
That's all
he gonna have some ways.
That's what he hear every day.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't hear a man talking to other men, so he now he has both things to compare to and choose a manly route, but it is not there.
Which we still love you, even if you're a male and you're feminine. But if you want to be masculine, you can be whatever you want, right then and there.
So what about the households that have two people in the household, and then we're still raising sons that seem to be more feminine, like
that, or that's a whole
I think
transgender,
I really feel like it's what kids are watching on the internet more than how they're being raised in the household.
It may play a role.
All of it has factors, and no one's dismissing any of the factors. What I am saying is you're more likely if there's a male in the household or there's male energy around a child, that little boy will not exhibit as he won't become yesterday's female. And we understand that with women now, we understand that y'all have had to break certain barriers and become the boss.
Had to evolve.
And yes, and because there wasn't a male in the household, especially in the black community at the time, and y'all had to play both roles of parents, and y'all had to step up. And we as black men have dropped the ball on that, and we are now trying to figure out how do we come back and bring that together again. But we understand that yes, we got to do better with that. But the energy that women are putting out there, I'm gonna try to say black women, but it's mostly black women. Hit me with all that masculine energy. But listen, understand that your masculine energy and my masculine, it ain't gonna make a great situation.
Okay, I'm gonna read this comment. It says sometimes women push the men away when they don't want to be with them, so it could be either. I feel like women have had to evolve, and the reason why they've had to evolve is because men aren't stepping up, whether they're in the household or not. They just aren't stepping up to the plate, and women feel like if you're not gonna do it, let me take the spot and I take care of it.
I want to say some men, not all men.
Some men. Well, we'll preface it some men, since we're blaming people.
If you look at more middle class to, I ain't really a middle class anymore, this is working class now. But if you were looking to more of the middle class to upper middle class families, there's a stronger structure of the male presence in those situations. When you start going to the lower class and things of that nature, that's when you start to see the male removed from the household situation, because there are certain benefits that the woman receives or gets when that male is not there. And sometimes those benefits seem more appealing than the male itself.
I mean, I really
I'm
feel
just
like
saying.
you.
If I listen, if you, bro, you want rent for $25 right now?
I would love that.
Do you want some lights for $25?
And there's some households,
some
let's
water
be
for
clear,
$10.
that the rent may be $25 and there's still a man that's in that household.
You got $1,000 in food stamps?
I think what y'all are
Not getting
negating
that.
is we're not talking about the fact that men just aren't stepping up. Whether they're in the household or they're not in the household, they're not stepping up. And it's making
If she
women
paying
have to take
$25
that
rent, then he definitely ain't stepping up.
I just don't feel like men are stepping up the
He's
way
stepping down.
Right.
He done stepped.
I think even in households where there's two people, there's one man who maybe he's not with a female, but he's still playing a role in his child's life. Men still aren't stepping up the way they should, which makes women feel like they have to step up. I think no woman is like, oh, I want to be masculine and hard all the time. It is trying and exhausting to walk around with just masculine energy all the time. We want to exhibit our female energy, and I feel like sometimes we don't feel like we can because there's no one to be there to protect us or to tell us it's okay.
That's
So that's, we're going to have to break away from that.
Sometimes when a man try to take a leadership role, some women try to say that we're being controlling, overbearing, trying to take.
I'm not your grandma.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to take.
I'm not your grandma.
I'm not your grandma. Oh, you want me to cook and clean? I'm not your grandma.
Why does it have to be cooking and cleaning?
That's what y'all say. Anytime I hear a woman complain about like being feminine and being this, it's like, oh, you think I'm your grandma? Think I'm supposed to just cook and clean and wash your drawers?
He's not making y'all look good.
I am making. I am. I'm sorry.
Either voicing his opinion. You got an opinion.
It's looking bad for y'all.
It is not. It looks very bad.
But when sometimes when we get more assertive, we are told that we're being overbearing, controlling. This is my body. I do what I want my body. So when do we know when to step in, when to lay back?
We back to the 80-20 rule. We back to the 80-20.
Read the room.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's got to be a balance to everything.
But I would say that should not give us women, a reason to jump off. It shouldn't. If we don't want to be masculine, then don't be masculine. Just be like, your energy and my energy, it's not mixing. So I'm gonna be feminine over here. I don't know what you're gonna be over here, but just don't wear my lipstick. Do not be in my trash booth. Like, do your feminine thing until you get, I don't know. Like, for me, I'm learning not to respond.
So this comment says, why does cooking and cleaning have to be female traits? And that's what I was saying. Like, why every time cooking and cleaning got to come into the conversation?
I'm not saying cooking and cleaning are female traits, but what I'm saying is when there's normally a discussion about, hey, can you be more of this or can you do more of this? And I hear this with a lot of my friends and stuff. It's like, I'm not your grandma. I'm not going to be cooking and cleaning. You think I'm going to be in the house raising kids, cooking and cleaning while you at the juke joint, down there with such and such, having a whole second family?
Like, this is 1985.
I get it, so, but y'all keep prefacing us with some old 1950 stuff.
No, I think that's in y'all head.
That's not in our head. It's what
we go to work just the same as you do. Women are now earners. A lot
Absolutely.
of households that there's a man and a woman. Let's say a woman brings 50% of the income in. So we expect the chores at home to be split 50%. And how is it fair where a man thinks he can still come home after his long day at work and just sit down? I had a long day, so I'm gonna rest. You still cook, you still manage the kids while I'll sit here because I went to work. So did she.
Nobody's saying that.
You should have her quit her job. Yeah, they should have her quit her job, and then the house can be clean and the food can be cooked. Just, you know.
If cooking and cleaning are gonna be female traits, then y'all need to earn enough to take care of the
Absolutely.
household. And in today's
Let's get back to that. That is the way.
Really, like, support a household.
Okay, listen. Let's go back to Grandpa. When there was no vacation, there was no wig, there was no nails. You had one dress, maybe.
That was still weird.
Maybe two dresses you got a year. Nobody getting doing this and doing it big.
You
and
said there was no lace.
hot girl summer stuff and all this other crap. It's just
$1,000 purse.
and we raised and it was 10 people in a 2-bedroom and we still made it work.
Well, it's 2024. Save up a little bit and give her the money to start being a content creator.
God dang, we broke. We just broke.
If you're a content creator, now you broke.
That's what she gonna do while you out doing your thing, being the man, bringing home bacon. And your house is clean and your food is cooked. Otherwise, come on now, keep it fair.
Now, I heard 50-50. Is this 50-50 is contributing to the household 50-50? When you say 50-50.
That's what I meant. Where if we're gonna share the income or like the bills, then we also share the chores and the duties in the household.
Well, I heard a few women reference my money is my money, your money is my money.
I mean,
so
I think
how
it
does
depends
that
on the household. I think it depends on the household, but in 2024, the cost of things, I think it makes it really hard for regular working people to not have to contribute together to make a regular household survive. But if he makes enough where her money is her money and his money is her money, then I mean, I feel that. I wish my money was my money and his money was my money.
That's not fair though.
But that
the female spends 75 cents of every dollar in a household, so it's pretty much your money.
If they can have that type of household, then they can have a different conversation about what's expected as far as chores may go. But not every household is like that. And a female, to say what you said, spends 75% of every dollar because she has to exhibit the masculine energy. She paying all the bills and she taking care of the children. She buying the groceries. She paying for doctor's appointments. The man just went to work and was like, "You just do whatever."
So we provide a check. So we provide an income. We say, "Hey, what do? Kids need this. We need this." You control the flow of the money. Nobody's saying that you're bringing the most money in or the female's bringing the most money because stats don't validate that.
Oh, dang, the stats don't validate that women can bring in money?
No, they're bringing in. They're bringing in 50%. No, I'm saying based off of statistics. Men still are higher earners, even in black households.
At these statistics.
Today. Pull them up.
Next time we get on the podcast, y'all, I'm making post the statistics that you're talking about.
I will start posting statistics.
Because I think you just make them up.
Census.gov. Pull them up.
So I'm gonna read this comment. It says, "Please add kids to this. Who's making sure their grades are good, teachers are contacted, events are secured? Because the woman, and that's why she barely can make it. That's why she exhibiting all this masculine energy because she's tired. Look at all that stuff she gonna have to do. She had to pay the bills, get the groceries, fix the food, make sure the kids are good. Now, as Jasmine said, we gotta contact the teacher, make sure the events are good, and kids got events."
I want to say that's across the board because I've been watching on the internet. I mean, social media, donuts with dads, and I've been seeing a lot of pictures of dads participate at the school. So it's not.
What's your feed look like?
Hey, I have seen it. I've seen a lot of donuts with dads out there.
That's good.
See, maybe that's the one school who they did donuts for dad one day, and they just keep recycling those photos. Because
we can't get no credit.
No, bro.
We can't get no credit.
My kids went to elementary school. They had a day for donuts for dads, and dad showed up that day.
Oh wow!
Right, they got their little donuts. But let's be for real. When you go to school events, how many moms versus dads do you really see? Like, let's just be 100%.
But a larger burden of the household expenses are on the man, so he got to keep earning so that you can have gas to drive to go see the kids program.
But she earns too, though.
It's just a lot of households that are not 50-50.
It may be.
I would love a
does
50-50 household.
Does the person not earn at all? Like,
no. Nobody's trying to water down anybody's contributions to the
Nobody's
house.
trying to do that. Nobody wants that.
No.
So we're basically saying it's not 50-50 because the man is a higher earner than she is.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying if they're 50-50 on the bills, then the man can apply more time to other activities. But if he's paying a lion's share of the bills, he has to.
Then he don't have to do no duties.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't have to do any duties, but his time will be a little bit more tied up in earning activities.
So let me ask this. Does he work? Do they work the same amount of hours?
Typically, men work more. We work in more industrial areas, warehouse type things, and those hours range from anywhere from sometimes 10 to 14 hours a day, just depending upon those industries and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it was
Is
a
that what you was
survey.
gonna say?
It was a survey on
He's an entrepreneur, so he works harder than them dudes.
Yeah, and when I was working at various warehouses, when I walked in, I had a bachelor's degree working on a master's degree. They took one look at me. Hey, you finna go in the back and load these trucks.
You did it for 12 to 14 hours?
And some of these jobs was 10 to 12 hours a day.
And she worked.
Like, they didn't care nothing about that.
PCA right now tell you we working 12s, we working 7/12s. Like, wait a minute, we working 7/12s, I don't get no day off. We'll think about it.
I think you just made that up.
No, I didn't mean-
Ask anybody from PCA, are they working 7/12s?
Did you check with people with PCA before you came to this? Because I mean, you just got all kind of facts.
My facts ain't been wrong so far.
Because no one, whatever.
Find somebody from PCA, they'll tell you.
Y'all tell your
anybody
friends
out
and
there
see.
from PCA?
Boys work 7/12s.
How you gonna work 7/12s? I feel like I know a couple people from PCA and they don't work 7/12s.
Wow, 7/12, that's a lot.
Yeah, it feels made up, doesn't it? You can say it. You can say it.
Peak season, them boys working 7/12s. I'm just telling you.
84 hours a
We
week.
don't know this.
All right. I know I'm working my cruise. All right, go ahead. Ain't nowhere near like PCA.
I mean, 7/12s is extreme, but what we're saying really is if the man, let's say, works 12-hour shifts and the woman works a regular 8-hour shift, then that means that the more of the burden of the household stuff should fall on her because he worked longer hours.
Yeah,
That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say just longer hours. I'm just talking about for the extent of what kind of work they're doing. How much, who's getting burdened is what we're getting more wear and tear on their body.
See, I still feel like that's unfair. So, I mean, no one makes y'all go to the warehouse, but because our work may be more mental, does that mean that we don't need a rest?
But we got to step up, right? So
Y'all do need to step up.
okay, so if the warehouse is hiring, that's what we need to be.
And if the warehouse is paying the best rate,
That's what we need to be.
that's what we need to be.
I feel like we don't talk ourselves in a circle. Right? Y'all,
Why am I as a male sitting in the call center? If the call
but you
center,
just said if it's
if-
where that pays more,
if-
the call center pay more.
if
The
the call center,
than
if
working
the call center paying 15 and the warehouse paying 21, where do I need to be?
What if the call center is paying the same amount as the warehouse?
That typically doesn't happen
Not that way, but okay.
I mean, I don't know because I didn't, make up facts before I came and sit down. But I'm just saying if they did. So let's say like we even the playing field. If the call center and the warehouse made the same amount, then should the man carry the same amount of burden for the household things as a woman does?
I mean, if they're both equally paying into the system, yes.
And can we agree that today's male is really yesterday's female? Like y'all got a lot of feelings.
No.
And y'all want us to do it.
So we are trying to be more open with our feelings because we've been told that we're so toxic and so misogynistic and all that
when
stuff.
you exhibit female energy, that's what makes you toxic.
Oh, wow. So both ends of the spectrum, too too much masculine energy and toxic.
Stay right in that middle. Don't sway too much, cause.
Okay. Stay right there. Don't move.
But I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about? I've been seeing a lot of pictures posted with young ladies holding rifles, firearms. So it's like, can you guys, too much masculine energy for a female, is that toxic? Or
No,
what makes
like,
her
why she
masculine?
why she can't have a firearm?
I'm not having any problem. I'm just saying, where does the limits or the balance happen for women? Does the man got to
There
say
is
balance?
no balance.
Or do the women need some
I
balance?
think the balance relies on the male, to be quite honest. Like I said, I feel like if the man is stepping up and he's exhibiting that masculine energy, it allows the woman to kind of show more of her soft side and stand down.
Yeah.
So I think it's different in each situation based on that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing, a woman can do whatever she wants, and we just need to adjust to it.
No, the woman gonna do whatever you set the temperature.
So that's what I
Thank you.
sound like when I'm starting here. Like a woman do whatever she wants, and we need to make the adjustment.
Listen, women are like the sea. They can be calm, or they can be very destructive at any given moment, at any given time. We got to be like that boat and that captain. We got to know how to navigate them seas whenever they come or whenever they rocky. We ain't allowed for that boat to sink. So women can just do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it, in any way they want to do it. And we still got to love them because, at the end, they're still there, still beautiful. We still need it. We just got to learn how to navigate them seas.
I feel like
And
this
try not to
episode
be the
was a
wind.
woman bashing.
There's no woman dashing. What are you talking about?
I feel like y'all were young bashing.
Nobody was with us. See, you just...
Then I have one more hypothetical question. So if a family fall apart financially, does the man take the blame or does the woman take the blame?
Nobody.
I think they both equally take the blame. Yeah.
They be like, how we gonna fix this?
the man, if the household fails,
Or if it's fell in.
or if it's failing, like stuff is getting behind, stuff like that, even though they both could be playing into it equally, I think the burden is going to be more on the male because he's like, man, I know I need to step up more. I should have did more. Why are we in this place? Why didn't I step up and control this sooner or later?
I disagree with that.
He should say that though, but it ain't like that.
So what is the family?
He should definitely say that.
But what's the family perception?
I think it falls on both. Like, we're both adults. We see that the ship is sinking. We need to both go out and do whatever we have to do to save ourselves.
Come up with a plan.
Yeah.
That's fair. If that's happening, that's fair.
I mean, I can't speak for every household. That's how I think it should happen. Because if it just falls on the man and he can't, like, let's say, produce enough or save it by himself, then you're literally just letting it go, just watching yourself sink.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you try to save yourself?
Yeah, it's like being on a boat with somebody in the middle of the sea.
It's like Rose, just pushing him off in
She
the
did.
water.
Damn, Rose did push him in there though.
It's like Rose. I see.
Oh, okay.
So let me read this last comment. It says, so if a woman gets a job that pays more, should the man handle more at home then?
Honestly, I think the dynamic of their household, and I think it all comes in seasons. There may be a season where, let's say, the woman is going after her bag and she's being more aggressive in the workplace, and the male knows, I even though his stuff may be a little bit more secure, so he may be doing stuff with the kids on the weekends, getting meals, cooking dinner, because maybe his stuff is a little bit more structured. But most of the time, in those dynamics, it's normally the male's hours who can be crazy fluctuation. And then I thought I was going to have an 8-hour day, but this 8-hour day just now turned into a 14-hour day because something happened over here. Most times, women's structure isn't as bad unless they're in nursing. Then it's like, I may have to work a double because somebody else didn't show up.
So only nurses get a pass. We understand.
Only nurses get a pass. Nurses, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I can't speak for all men, but if I had a superstar wife that was a big time CEO somewhere, I would take on those duties, kind of be more supportive, things of that nature. Whatever it took to make sure that the family was flowing well.
Okay,
I'll
good.
make that adjustment.
See, that's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to end it. Men should make that adjustment. So as we get ready to wrap up, and we've now decided, all four of us agreed
I did not agree.
I was right.
Wait a
I just
minute.
wanted to say that.
All of a sudden you became right. Oh, wow.
I just wanted to say that.
Ain't nothing you still. All right. Go ahead. Continue with your outro.
So anyway, so as we wrap up, let the people know where to follow you guys, so that they can follow you. And I know we talked in the beginning about booking services, but let them know where they can book you and follow you.
Absolutely. So I'm at Sylvia, SYLVIA.Denise on Instagram, Sylvia.Denise. And also on LinkedIn at Lady Sylvia.
Okay, you guys can follow me on Facebook at Demetrius Macon. Also, you can reach out to me on Macon Transport. That's also a Facebook page and an Instagram page. Inbox me if you need for any of your travel needs, and also you can reach out to me. Inbox me at Blaze Barbershop and Salon at Facebook, and on Instagram it's Blaze_Salon Suites. Inbox me with any questions, concerns, and I'll reach back out to you.
Listen, guys, this is a beautiful location. If you out there, you a beautician, you're a barber, you're looking for a suite. I'm gonna say you got some spots available. This is a nice space. I'm pretty at home in here. It feels real nice, real homey. I'm just saying. So you're looking for a nice, clean environment to bring your customers to, feel comfortable in. Get with my man. I promise you won't be disappointed.
So BossFest is deep into season 2.
We just started season 2. How we deep?
We deep because it's the first episode. Like we deep.
First episode of season 2, and we ain't telling about it. Go ahead.
Hey.
So this is season 2. We are out and about now. So we're excited to be able to get out and bring more to everyone. So definitely look for us to be out around town and interviewing more people. So that's really what I got. The BossFest website is being updated, so stay tuned for that. BossFest is coming to you guys October 6th. And then if you want to sit with us at the boss table or be a guest on the podcast, definitely inbox us at BossFest. And for Instagram, it's at BossFest _1. But that's all I got for the people.
So
We will see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.
Bye.